Mr. Ryan.
Hello, come in.
Hello, it's Desmond Fancy from Channel 7 News.
Pleased to meet you.
Come to do an interview here tonight?
Come in. It was on the 4th of July. I remember Independence Day. And I went to bed early. I wasn't feeling too good. And I woke during the night to this sound of what sounded like calypso music coming from the garage. I was very concerned, very shocked, and went downstairs and opened the door very, very slowly. I was prepared for unknown things to happen, and I went in and I saw these two just beautiful music coming from there.
Did it strike you as odd?
Well, I don't know if I thought it was odd. I always knew they were very, very talented from a very early age. We come from a musical family, you know. It wasn't odd, and I reacted. I thought, we must show the world what's going on. This is an extraordinary talent, and how can we bring it to the world?
How do other people react when you tell them, and do they tend to think you're, well, a bit odd?
Well, the reaction is they're quite stunned. They really, really can't comprehend where this talent is coming from. I tell them that all the family is very talented, but of course they don't know it. Everything that we used to do around the house to make ourselves, to make entertainment for ourselves. And then when they see them and they inevitably want to sing along or want to know where can they buy some of the music from. And I say, oh, it's far too early. They've got such a lot of work to do.
How do you cope with the paparazzi media interest?
Oh. We can't go shopping now. We can't go shopping. We went into Aldi the other day for some stuff, for some provisions. We all went incognito, and we looked around, and then there was 3 or 4 of them behind us, shoving and pushing us in trolleys, hiding behind the beans. You know, the beans that they have for 9p. They were hiding behind them. One of the things you've got to learn in this business is it's all part and parcel.
Do you get groups of screaming girls camped outside your house?
Well, it's difficult because I live on a main road and a couple of them have been killed, which is very unfortunate. They were nice people, but what can you do if they want to hang around and there's very little pavement? And their ears are pressing to the windows all the time. So the window cleaners here all the time. We have little girls looking in, waving, going through the bins. It's a nightmare, but hey, we have to live with it. What we're doing now is we're listening back to some tracks that we've done, and I've asked Lucy to, do some vocals on it, and Benny's doing some backing. So if you want to have a listen, you can have a listen to what they're doing. I personally think that this is going to be a big, big hit, so really everybody out there is going to have to watch out for this one. And here's a special treat. What I'm going to do now is just let you listen to them singing on their own. How good is that?
I've always known that I could sing, darling. Whilst other dogs were out chasing cats and sniffing each other's backsides, I was practising. It's all about discipline, darling.
Okay, so I think we've got Wembley Arena lined up for 3 nights.
Just the 3?
Just 3 at the moment, because I don't want them overexposed. And then we're going to go on to Manchester, Birmingham, Scotland, maybe a bit of Europe, I think. And then in the summer, the States, a full tour of the States. But I'm going to have to be very, very careful because they get tired. But I'm having lots of people phoning up and they want to support them and stuff like that, Band called Jealous, I've never heard of them, they want to support them.
But no wasters.
don't know, a bit iffy, I think. But who knows? See what happens. I told you to go away. This is all private.
So how did you get into the music industry? Well, it's something I just fell into, my dear fellow. I was there one day chasing my tail when I suddenly thought, oh, there must be more to life than this. So me and a few friends started hanging around the venues, trying to get the attention of the big dogs.
Yes, I have a world tour coming up. It's called Confessions from a Kennel. I simply adore my fans, darling. What I don't like is constant interruption from the press.
I've worked with all the biggest names, my dear fellow. Snoop Dogg, Alsatian Cooper, Bono. I'm at the top of the tree, my dear fellow. All the dogs suddenly want to sniff my ass. I even employ someone to chase my tail, my dear fellow. Anyway, I grow tired of your constant badgering, you scruffy little oik. Come, my dear, to the studio.
This isn't Evian. Ugh! Is this water room temperature?
Did I tell you we got a card from Madonna the other day? Dear Ben and Lucy, love your stuff. Can't wait for your new album. If you're interested, give me a ring. Best ring between 9 and 10. Guy is not in then. You know what he's like. And we can do some work together. If you want to do some touring or anything like that. I'm in America next week and Brazil. I think Brazil will like your stuff. How good does it get?
What can I do for you? Can we just chat with them just for 5 minutes, please? We've come all the way. We've been camping outside. Please, can we just sign this? Please.
Wait a minute.
Oh! Have you got any photographs?
Where are we at?
Can you sign photographs?
The new album's out
please?
next week. We're doing some concert tours and we're looking for some people that maybe to do some dancing.
Oh, wait, we can.
The recording now, so I can ask you to go.
Oh, please.
be
Can we
quiet.
just say it quietly?
No, I'm sorry.
Please.
Sorry.
Oh,
Bye. Take it from me. These are going to be bigger than the Beatles. No doubt about it. Watch. You'll all be wanting their music. And I've got plans for 3 films. Watch.
So there you have it. A day in the life of a canine recording star. Fact or fiction? You decide. I'm Desmond Fancy, signing off for Channel 7 News. Good night.